Hello everyone, PallyTime here, and welcome back to the A through Z playthrough. In today's video, we're taking a look at Lieutenant Mama Morales, the first Latina character to be added into Heroes of the Storm. Did you know that? That's a fun fact. About the same time as Kel'Thuzad was added into the game, we saw a big rework come in for Morales as well. This tried to give her a broader playstyle, introducing a lot of grenade talents into the mix, like blast shields here, like clear at level 1. We have an entire tier of grenade talents at 13. However, for the most part, I would say that they are still pretty underwhelming. Morales has always had a very narrow scope. She enhances the auto attack capabilities of auto attackers with stim drone, and she does that so very well. It's crazy to watch an Illidan just start popping off in the middle of a team fight with a well-timed stim drone. She also excels at protecting single targets, so she can only heal a single person at a time with her main healing beam. And healing other players is how she returns the majority of her own health. Because of that, if your team doesn't have a lot of frontline, or if your team doesn't have an auto attacker, Lieutenant Mama Morales can feel very out of place. I think she's one of the most team-dependent healers in the game. Same way I kind of used to think about Ariel. If you don't have a good battery on Ariel, you're just not going to have a good time. Now, that being said, Stim Drone isn't the only good heroic ability. The Medivac is really, really fun and has been buffed up over the years. For instance, that reinforcements paragraph used to be a later talent. Now you could just call people into you. Now, with all of that out of the way, Lieutenant Mama Morales, I don't know why I call her by her full name every single time, but that's where we're at, has a 44.59% win rate. And remember, we just had a patch, so I'm actually pulling from the last 3 patches to make sure we have some pretty concrete data. That doesn't mean she's the lowest win rate support, actually. Ana's coming out just 1% underneath her at 43%. Lieutenant Mama Morales only has a popularity of 6%, with almost all of that being pick rate and 1.3% of that being bans. Oh, and I suppose I should mention, this was supposed to be the Lost Vikings video, but someone left a comment and I totally agreed with them. It's the Lost Vikings. It's not fair to give them normal treatment when we're also pushing the Butcher back to the T's as well. So if you're wondering why we're not playing Vikings today, it definitely doesn't have anything to do with the fact that I didn't want to relearn how to play those characters right now. Definitely nothing to do with that. We're treating everyone equally here. Anyway, I'm gonna stop talking. Thank you guys for being here. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you do, please be sure to hit the thumbs up button. I also already have Lucio recorded because apparently I forgot Mama Morales existed. So you can look forward to that too. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we do find ourselves on the Infernal Shrines today. The friendly team, Lieutenant Mama Morales, Jaina Proudmoore, Hagar, Artanis, and Zul. The enemy team, Gazlo, Probius. Look at that, a Rhaegar. Could that have anything to do with the fact that he has a 64% win rate right now? Is that why he's in every game? Ragnaros and Hanzo. At level 1, we are going to go for life support. Increases maximum energy and its recharge rate. During the first 2 seconds of energy regeneration, healing beam regenerates 100% additional energy. Lieutenant Mama Morales is pretty straightforward. Your Q ability heals the target you are attached to, and will also heal you if you're attached to someone else. You can cancel this by hitting your trait and then moving it on to someone else, or I think just pressing Q on someone else and spreading it around. Our W ability is Safeguard. This reduces the damage that an enemy or a friendly target is taking from enemies. So if you see Hagar, for instance, on the front line taking a bunch of damage, we could give him a buttload of armor, making it so our healing is actually more impactful. Our E ability is the Displacement Grenade. We send it forward, it deals a little bit of damage, and then boops back anyone who is unfortunate enough to be hit with it. Part of playing Mama Morales is understanding that you need energy to do anything, so having your healing beam out all the time is not the right thing to do. Instead, we are healing up members of our team when they need it, giving Safeguard to our who's this? Hagar. To Hagar as he's going in. And then in between, when we get a chance to cool off, we are going to have to regenerate energy. But I really do think this Lieutenant Mama Morales is so team dependent that you could play the best game of your life and it may not matter very much. Speaking of the best game of my life, did you see that displacement grenade? That guy didn't stand a chance. You weren't going nowheres, Gazlo. You weren't going nowheres. We do have safeguard on our... Ooh, was it good enough? Can you get it? Can you get it? I'm kind of out of energy here. Our Caduceus Reactor is our trait. While channeling Healing Beam, Lieutenant Mom Morales generates 2% of her health per second. So we are kind of double dipping with our healing. You could see as Zul is being revived, or reinvigorated, I guess I should say, we are also being healed up. Nice knockback on Ragnaros. Is he going to be able to get out of this? I hope not. My God, I don't do any damage. Fun fact, I already recorded our Lucio video because I forgot how the alphabet worked for a second. I got it under control now. I totally understand. But even Lucio pumps out more damage than Morales. You're so team dependent. Okay, we're walking back. We do have a sippy cup, although we would only use it for healing. It's not going to restore energy. At least I believe it does not. Jaina wants to take this camp. I am all for it. I appreciate people going out of their way to be impactful on the map. Love to see it. We're going to take Trauma Center. Taking damage while below 40% health grants us 40 armor. This effect has a 30-second cooldown, but it also increases the healing provided by Caduceus Reactor. It's going to double the healing. So whenever we're attached to an ally, the healing that we're getting is even better than it was before. Unfortunately, we lost our Zul in the top lane right as the objective is becoming active, but the enemy team doesn't seem too hell-bent on actually getting in here. Neither does the friendly team. We do see our Hogger starting to get in. Gazlo kind of moving towards me. Doesn't make me feel great. We could try to cycle back up to our Jaina, try to keep her alive. She should be totally fine. Safeguard on our Artanis, as I was expecting him to take a little bit more damage than that. We're going to stop the channel for the time being just to make sure we can get back to high energy, which we've already done. That was actually nice and easy. Displacement on Rhaegar is what I was trying to do, but it didn't quite work out. We are very ahead on this objective at the moment, even though I'm taking hits from Gazlo stuns and shit. I do have a displacement grenade ready to go for Ragnaros. Everybody has an R name. It's not my fault. It's Rhaegar, okay? I know it's Rhaegar. You don't have to leave a comment, okay? Jada taking some hits on the top of the screen. Let's heal her back up. Artanis going back in. We'll safeguard him, but this is looking pretty secured, and we're going to have an Arcane Punisher pushing the bottom lane. Can we do anything else here? I got another displacement grenade. We could just do a little bit of damage with that. The displacement grenade doesn't actually cost any energy. So if you feel like throwing it out, I mean, you can. There are builds for Mama Morales that focus on the grenade, and I gotta say, I don't recommend those at all. It's just kind of obnoxious for your team. If they're trying to go in and deal damage, and you're constantly just booping everyone around in every direction, you are actively harming their chances of dealing damage. You're actively harming our team, is how I've always viewed those. Nice swap onto the enemy team's Rhaegar, but he knew it was coming. He was ready for it. Hogger taking some damage. We'll give him the safeguard. Keep that healing attached. I do have a grenade, but it wasn't a very good one. Meanwhile, up in the top lane, Zul seems to be getting a lot of value. No one rotating up there. That's kind of the Zul dream. He's cleaving that down. No issue at all. I thought Hanzo was going up there, so I'm going to ping danger on it. Going to ping danger again, just so he knows. But you kind of see what I mean, right? Like, my auto attack damage is, how much do I do? Jeez, I'm dying. Hold on, good route. Don't even need the safeguard, perfect. Auto attack hits for 118, which is actually more than I expected. And I believe it's worth mentioning that every time we auto attack, I believe we do get some energy back. So auto attacking is a good use of our time. All I'm really trying to say is that, well, we're not going to be killing anybody as Morales. Whereas, like, on Karazim, we can murder someone. Rhaegar right now, you can literally rip someone apart. There's nothing they could do about it. We do have a mercenary camp just beneath me, poking at me a little bit. I do want to get this out of here. The enemy team's Gazlo has been withstanding through all of the punishment that we've been dishing out. And the enemy team actually beating us to level 10, which is kind of surprising. Our Zool looks like he's going for W build, and we have an Artanis as well. Both of those things to me mean Stim Drone is going to be the play. Ooh, what a nice ult combo. Holy crap. With the Wombo from the Gazlo into the Dragon completely wiping us out in the middle there. We've seen it now. We're good. Morales smile. Fool me once, shame on you. Up at the top lane, Hogger trying to withstand the punishment from Rhaegar, and by punishment, I mean Rhaegar just walked up and started attacking him under a building. Meanwhile, in the middle lane, we are starting to reconverge with the friendly team. I am cutting off the escape of Ragnaros. We're also going to see the Stim Drone used on our Zool as he rips into that enemy team. Trying to connect my healing to literally anyone to start healing myself back up. Okay, all right, we're good. We're good. Nicely done, nicely done. Stim Drone does have a 70-second cooldown. What this does, it grants an ally hero 75% attack speed and then an additional 25% movement speed. Zool already gets an absurd amount of attack speed with this build that he's going. It's just part of the normal makeup of his kit. So the fact that we're amplifying that even more can lead to some pretty ludicrous situations. Friendly team not rotating up here very quickly at all, instead focusing on that building at the bottom. You guys know how I feel about this, I hope. Siege damage is siege damage. Why are we getting this objective? We're getting it to try to deal damage to enemy buildings. So if they get bottom for free without dying, I think that's totally fine. However, what we see here is that they aren't getting bottom for free without dying. Zool rotating up into this. We do connect the healing beam to him, trying to keep him alive. I'm going to ping that I have Stim Drone in just a moment. Gazlo hitting me with his Wombo. You know what? I don't even think we need Stim Drone here. Nice route. I'm going to boop him back towards us. Dude, we are in full control of this situation all of a sudden. I'm going to detach my healing beam just to try to get some energy back. As this is continuing, here's the Stim Drone. Here's the safeguard. Try to keep him alive. I don't think my healing beam was on him. I think I fucked that up. The friendly team still not really rotating in here too quickly. Jaina's starting to make her way back in. She's just arriving now. Artanis slowly making his way over here as well. At level 13, we are going to go for System Shock. If we do hit someone with a grenade, it's going to reduce their damage quite considerably. So we could throw it into big groups like this and really nullify the amount of damage that the enemy team is able to dish out. I'm just going to attack Probius. If I see a Probius, let's just hit Probius. Same thing with Gazlo. Let's just put some damage into him. Why not, right? Jaina does finish them off. The enemy team gets the objective. How close was that? Oh, you're fine. Don't even worry about it. You're fine. You don't need to ping me. You're living your own life. You're doing fine. The enemy Punisher shouldn't get too much further than this building, hopefully. I mean, we do have some pretty good auto attack damage. I don't think we need to do anything drastic like use a Stim Drone here or anything. I think it's going to die just fine. Good job. The enemy team, same talent tier as us, same level as us. We're about half a level ahead at the moment. We are painting the map blue, though, to the best of our ability. Jaina kind of down the bottom lane, looking at that. Zool taking over this camp. Let me start moving towards him. We see Gazlo middle and Probius bottom. I didn't know where the rest of the enemy team was going to be situated. Didn't want them to get in here. Our Hogger is going for a flank. Jaina's very far forward, dealing really good damage to the enemy team, though. Safeguard onto our Zool, and I did hit him with the heal, but it was not quite enough. Getting out of this dragon before we try to reconvene with our team. There's a knockback. I hope she's able to get out of there. We do have Stim Drone if we need it, but this fight actually looks like it's winding down. Am I mistaken? Is everyone... Oh, God. Hogger went in, dude. Hogger was ready to go. I'm falling back. I'm getting behind this building. I also have my sippy cup for some extra regen, so I might be able to move up and take some hits here, potentially. Artanis being swapped in is kind of scary, trying to reduce the damage that Hanzo might deal to him with our grenade, and that worked pretty well, displacing him off to the side. If he wants to commit, I mean, I could stim him anytime he wants, really. It's just like, I don't want to waste it. There's probably going to be another objective soon, right? Extended Care increases the range at which our healing beam could be attached to an ally. Definitely helps when your melee are really diving behind enemy lines like ours seem to be doing. Good Ring of Frost is going to catch the enemy team's Rhaegar. Can we deal enough damage to actually wipe him out? The Wombo combo coming in again! That's the oldest trick in the book. I've seen that before. You guys can't fool me once. Shame on you. We do have a root going out on Gazlo. I'm also going to stim drone our friendly Zul and try to keep him alive. Safeguards in place. Healing beam is in place, and he is ripping and tearing through the enemy team's back line. Easy building here in the middle lane if we want to focus on getting that. Artanis does get taken down by a minion. I missed something there. I clearly missed something there. What else does this do? Channeling healing on a hero for at least 3 seconds. Causes them to be healed for 503 over 3 seconds. So it also adds a hot to this as well. Also increases the healing beam range by a considerable amount as well. Is there a way to see when the hot actually goes into effect? I'm here for you, bud. I'm here for you. Oh, I fucked it up. My bad. I was just trying to reduce his damage. Good Ring of Frost follow-up, though, by Arjana. She's not doing half bad. My bad on that boop. All right, and we're slowly but surely leaving this area. I'm going to detach the healing beam, try to get some extra energy regen. They're rotating up to the right of us. We need to make sure we give them plenty of room. The friendly team already on the objective up here, sitting at 15 of the little minions taken down. I do have stim drone ready to go again, so if the enemy team walks up towards us at all, we are going to hit that. But of course, they have the Wombo combo. They could stop us in our tracks. In fact, they might be looking for it right here. I need to be careful with where I am standing. Zul using his poison. That's a good sign that he's ready to engage. I'm going to safeguard myself. Here's the stim drone. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. I got you. I got you. We're okay. We're okay. Oh, yeah. It's got a little, like, once the hot goes into effect, they get a little icon. Dude, that's a really nice quality of life. I like that a lot. Let's see if I can get a decent boop here. The enemy team pretty far ahead of me at the moment, although Gazlo stepped up pretty far forward, reducing the damage that they could deal to Hogger there. We do see the Punisher jumping in. Gazlo rooted by the Ring of Frost from Jaina. Beautiful placement on her ult. She's been doing an excellent job. We see Probius trying to stop us from pushing in with that null gate, but we simply walk around it. Who could have seen that coming? With Gazlo defeated, I feel a lot safer grouping up with my team a little bit more, but it looks like we're going to be getting this building down no problem. 10 seconds left on our stim drone cooldown. Disconnect my beam for a second. Reconnect it. Make sure Artanis gets that hot. I like that talent. At level 20. Safeguard grants unkillable. Jesus, really? That seems really strong. I've seen most pick rates going for hyperactivity. Reduces the cooldown of stim drone from 70 seconds to 35. Oh, God. All right, and now I know why. Now I know why it's there. Hey, get this camp. Look at that. It's almost back up. We're 2 levels out of the enemy team right now. We are pinging like we want to go for this camp that just spawned. The enemy is kind of around. We have 17 seconds left on the stim drone. We're just going to attach the heal to Zul, let him cleave this down really, really fast. If they start to react, we do have the suppression grenade or whatever it's called with that talent that we could use. Ooh, that's big. That's big. Probius way out of position. It doesn't look like we're capitalizing on that much at all, though. I'm going to make sure that I have HotS on as many of our teammates as I can. Stim drone going out onto Zul, making sure Jada stays alive. Zul's in there ripping and tearing. He doesn't need me. He heals with his auto attacks when he's doing that. But I am going to make sure he gets a hot as well. Trying to knock the enemy team's... Gaslow back into me to help secure the kill, and we do, while also taking down Ragnaros. Now, this is looking like a pretty good push. 3 members of the enemy team are dead. We have Zul and Artanis on the front line. They're able to deal a massive amount of damage to structures in the right situation. A cleanse from Rhaegar is going to stop the root from Zul, but we are getting through the defenses of the core now. It is not looking that good for the enemy team, but picking up a really late kill on Hogger does give them some hope. Our deaths are pretty staggered. We do manage to take down the enemy team's Hanzo, who stood a little bit too close. Jane is still looking for a fight here, but most importantly, Jane is keeping them away from stopping these catapults and that summoner who finish off the enemy team's core. Jane played great. Really, really good. I wish my Jada was that good. I did no practice games going into this match. Hopefully that didn't show too much. I literally just queued in and I was like, it's morals. How hard could this be? I mean, I already have the like 4th lowest win rate in the game or whatever it is. Does it really matter? Hey, level 11. We did 14,000 hero damage, 95,000 healing in that match, as well as 25,000 self-healing just from our being connected to our allies. We went for life support at level 1 into trauma trigger, vanadium plating. That's easy to say. Stim drone, system shock, extended care, and hyperactivity at level 20. I thought it was weird that every build was using this, but now I see why. That makes perfect sense. That's going to do it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Lucio's up next, and I already recorded it, and it's a good game. Spoiler alert.